good.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got a lot of stuff to do to the Sunny unless we decide that it's gonna stay here with me in Colorado while Rudnick just goes back home and sleeps in his bed and just could rest easy at night, knowing that this thing is eventually gonna get down here in Colorado without him having to lift a finger. So we got some things in the paint booth. We got a little distracted this last week helping with the truck and just doing other things. Obviously, we were running the giveaway. We had a lot of things that we had to do with that. We had to film ads. It was just a lot of things. Lots of things have been going on here in this last 3 weeks since Rudnick has been here. See, we have the bumper, potentially for my 250, potentially for his 350. We haven't decided yet, but we have some things in the paint booth. This stuff has honestly been ready to spray for the past probably week or so. So we have the hood, and then we have the front valance panel, and then we have the front fenders, which when you think about the Sunny, like that's pretty much all that is there. One unique thing that we're gonna have to do to the front fenders is in all the renderings that we've kind of came up with, and even the Sunny shirt, is everything on here is gray, but then this line right here is black. The fender flare is going to be a gloss black. Or do you think we should do like a matte black?
Ready question.
That's kind of a different question, because gloss black might be kind of sick, but I feel like fender flares are kind of, I gotta figure that out because I'm getting ready to paint these things literally right now. There's a couple other things that need painted black as well. So we have the front grille. So when we initially did this, we just sanded it real nice because the fit and finish on this piece and all of these tight, intricate pieces were actually really good. So we decided not to prime them. There was no reason to high build prime these things and have to sand it all off, especially in those like cracks and crevices and stuff. So what we'll do is, obviously everything has been scuffed really good. We'll just hit them with a coat of sealer right before we spray those black. So we are painting these black. We're painting the front bumper black. And then this lower chin piece, I'm not quite sure yet. We're either gonna do that gloss black or we might do a body color, which would be the gray. And then we also have the engine bay that we need to finish up. Hopefully in this video, we'll make a lot of progress on that. We also have the headlight buckets, which are hanging over there. So my goal today or tonight, I've actually been staying at the shop a little bit later. We did a lot of stuff today, which stay here when it's cooler. Because when I got here a little bit ago, it was freaking 95 degrees. And then now it's like 87 or something like that. So it's a lot nicer to paint, you know, that I'm not like dripping sweat out of my gloves and stuff when it's 100 degrees in the paint booth. But yeah, the goal is to get this stuff sprayed and cleared tonight. And then we're gonna continue with the engine bay, pulling the engine and doing all that stuff tomorrow. All right, so I talked to Rudnick, and you know what he told me? He said black.
Black.
So here's kind of the little comparison pictures. We're gonna call that the inspiration for the color scheme, the build. Obviously that one's white, this one was already Nardo gray. We don't wanna make an exact copy of that thing. We're gonna have different wheels, all that other stuff. But the color on this one, black flares, black bumper, body color, lower chin spoiler, black everything around the grill, body color, everything else. I kind of liked that, how this one had that stuff. I also kind of like how they tied in the two different colors right there, but there is a weird line where the body goes into the front lip. It doesn't make sense to do that black. So body color it is on that, and black on the fender flares, which is what Ruddy requested. So that means we got to pull out the tape and do a two-tone line tonight, which is fine. We did that last week. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything sprayed in sealer primer. Basically seals in, you know, we finished everything in a 400 grit scratch. So that'll seal in all those scratches, give us a nice level base to put the base coat on. It's a non-metallic base coat, so it should lay pretty good anyhow. Let's say if you were gonna paint a silver over a 400 grit scratch, the metallics would lay kind of weird and would kind of look a little bit funny, or at least they could. So sealer primer to seal up any little random things that are on there, and then pretty much straight into base coat, and then bumpers in black as well. So keep you guys updated as we go, but I'm gonna spray some sealer on this thing and see how it looks.
ice in that too?
What?
This guy puts ice in his fucking milk.
Icy milk.
Ice.
Makes it. I mean, okay. What's a milkshake? What's an iced coffee?
Cream.
An iced coffee has ice and milk and coffee in it.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of similar. Iced
but
milk.
Coffee
Just
is,
a little bit colder milk.
You're mixing water. To
It
make
tastes
the coffee.
a little bit more special, like to have iced milk than it
I
does.
think it's. Would you put ice in your cereal?
I don't eat cereal because all it is just sugar and processed horseshit.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so I don't want to eat cereal. But if I was gonna eat cereal, I'd pour the milk first, and then pour the cereal.
You're
in.
making some bold claims for the internet
What?
right now.
No, like why would you? So there's layers of sog with the cereal. Why would you want to disturb the layers of sogginess? So what you do is you have. I'm thinking you have your base layers. You do your milk.
Okay,
And
so
then you have
you're
soggy,
making a lasagna.
mid sog, and then crunch. Okay?
Yeah.
But if you pour the cereal in there first,
Yeah.
and you pour the milk on top of it, now you have a disturbed, like you have a layer of just complete sog.
Yeah.
It's fully sogged the whole way. The edges are a little crunchy, and that's it.
It's the point of the milk. It's to make it soggy.
Yeah, but you kind of don't want it like full sog, you know. But again, that's what you do. You take a bite, and then you get a little bit of crunch, you get a little bit of sog, you get a little bit of milk. It's all good if you do the milk first. But if you pour the milk over the top of it, then it's full soggy. You might as well eat out of the trash can in the alley of the freaking store.
Nah, dude.
You know?
I can't believe you just admitted this for free. You're a monster.
What are you gonna do? Unsubscribe? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna not watch my videos anymore? You know, is that what it is? Are you gonna unsubscribe from Motion Auto? Is that what it is?
Yeah, dude.
You're gonna hurt my feelings?
I'm unsubscribing.
Unsubscribe from Motion Auto, but you're here for Trevor Jameson, but
I'm here for Trevor.
Not Motion Auto. Hey, you know it's fine. We'll get her done.
Yeah, one day you'll eat
I just don't eat cereal anymore. Protein for breakfast, eggs and bacon. Protein first, and that's it.
All right, man. Have fun shooting.
I'm gonna go spray some sealer, and then we're gonna have some milk and cereal. Alright, so just got done spraying that black sealer on everything that needs painted black, and the next thing that needs painted black is everything that I just sealed in the black sealer, but also right here on these fenders. So I need to run a tape line on that guy right there. Hopefully she turns out nice. Put a tape line on these fenders, mask off this whole fender, and then spray that black as well as everything else that's in the booth black, and then after that's done, then put everything back in the booth and clear coat it all. So a little bit more work, but it's nice because it's not freaking all of the degrees. At least it's under 80 now. When we got here, it was like 95 and it was freaking hot. So it is the next day. Last night I was gonna clear coat everything, and when I was in the booth spraying with just the black base coat, I had already seen some bugs flying around in here, and one of them already landed just like on the grill right here. So we just kind of flicked it out, you know, scuffed it off, and then threw another little coat of base on it. So that was good, but I didn't want to risk doing that with the clear coat. So it's hot. You can see, what are we at? 92 or 93 degrees at, you know, around 20% humidity. So not terrible, but definitely a little bit hotter than I would like. I wish it was in the 80s. But laying down the clear coat shouldn't be a big deal. So pretty much all I need to do is scoot this stuff into the booth. So we have the hood, bottom of the hood, the little lip chin, and then this bottom piece right here. Everything else gets some clear coat. I went ahead and unmasked this stuff last night. I think that line looks pretty good right there. So just gotta start mixing up some clear coat and spray this guy off. All right guys, so the clear coat has been sitting on there for a couple hours, kind of cured up real nice. We got Ruddy over here. What are you doing?
I am polishing a bumper because we have so much to do, but Trev's like, you know what, why don't you polish this bumper? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll distract myself a little longer, sure.
Well, this is the bumper that's going on your truck, and it needs to be presentable so that way.
I think it already looks pretty good without it.
Yeah, I mean, just with the steel wool cutting all the bugs off, like that helped out a ton. But I would like you to come take a look at the paint.
It's all dry now, ready to go.
You ready to see it?
I think so.
All right, come on. Ruddy, how you doing?
Today, honestly, I'm not doing great, but hopefully this will change my mind. Dang. I immediately see the fenders. The fenders look insane. So yesterday I wasn't here and Trev texted me and he was like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do solid gray or do you want to do gray with the black two-tone? And I wanted to do the black because I kind of like the contrast, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all.
It took a while.
I bet.
But you know, because
it looks perfect too.
It was two-tone.
How did you even get that line so straight?
Well, because
you're Trevor?
I just sat there. I don't know, there's a thing with, it's probably not perfect, but I kind of had to choose a line on it to, you know, so that's the Trev line.
No, it's a fucking perfect line. But I love that we did this too, so it's going to be black in the center, and then it's going to be gray everywhere else. I think it's going to be really cool.
Black bumper.
Yeah, it's going to look sick.
I mean, everything, the clear, I love how it laid out.
It looks really shiny.
Really good today. I'm glad I waited, because last night we were painting in here, and the bugs. Yeah, look behind.
Oh shit, buddy. That looks killer.
So we got the back of the
Sharpie
hood too.
marks are gone. This thing actually looks proper.
Yeah. And then so this little piece was flaps. We put some panel bond in there, let that dry for a day. So that's all.
Dang.
That's all good to go. But yeah, I mean everything looks good on the back side of this thing too.
You know, you kind of went all out for it being under the hood.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just painted it.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm so happy we did these black.
Yeah, they look.
I think it would have looked good all gray, but with the black, I feel like everything's just gonna pop.
It needs that contrast. And then so you said lip black.
Lip black. Yeah, but you wanted gray.
Yep.
You think that's better?
Yep.
I trust your judgment. So you think just like gray, black, gray, or?
Well, so fenders right here, they line up to this.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They bolt on, but then also this thing bolts on to the bottom here too. So this thing, if we would have done something like left this top piece gray and then did like a black lip or something on it, that would be okay.
Yeah.
But there's not a good body line. It would have just been a jagged edge.
Okay. So you think this will look better gray?
I think it's gonna look better gray.
Hey, I mean, you're the painter. I trust your judgment. I'm just happy that we did the black accents.
Yeah.
Like those fenders, like you just look at them and it makes you smile.
Yeah. Yeah, even just them not even being on the car, you're like, wow, they look cool.
I'm excited to put them on the car. The gray does look a little slightly different.
So
is it because of the lighting?
I checked it last night and I was stressed.
Because in here, doesn't it look different from the bed? I didn't want to point it out.
It looks brown. But as soon as I sprayed it, I got 2 coats on it, and I ran out, I grabbed the gas door, I compared it, and I was looking at it. And the gas door looks similar to this when it's under this light.
Yeah, this looks like it has like a little more like beige kind of.
Yeah, I like,
you know?
Like desert.
Which, don't get me wrong, I like this color. The other color looks more Nardo, but maybe it looks the same when it goes on.
It looks, I love, this stuff laid out so good, the clear.
It looks perfect. I really, like, you did a great job on it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks phenomenal.
And I pressure washed out the booth today too.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean,
Can you touch it? No, I won't touch it. It's okay.
But like,
there's no reason.
it seriously, like, it laid out really nice. That's a nice t-shirt right there. It'd be a shame if your Sunny didn't look like that, huh?
Are you ready to make it come to life?
I think I'm ready.
Because the paint guy, Trev, he painted the whole front end, and it's been curing for at least 48 hours.
Yeah.
So I think it's time now to put it together and see what it looks like. I'm bummed, though, because look at this front wheel, dude.
I think we just need to move that bolt to the outside. There's
Yeah.
like 2 bolts.
I just feel like these wheels also aren't cool enough.
Yeah.
Like I try to be as flashy as possible with something like this, you know?
Have you revealed the wheels for this yet?
Yes. So you want to go see them for the year, guys?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my guys. So it doesn't match the shirt because initially it was going to be tees, but we already designed the shirt before he actually ordered the wheels. And this.
And these were spicy. Too spicy.
Look at those units.
15 by 10 in the back, 15 by 9 in the front, negative 48 in the back, negative 21
Actually,
in the
I do
front.
think you should leave the Sunny here because Ruddy's getting ready to leave. He's basically, the truck is almost complete. Look at that unit.
Dude, it's really coming together. The
So-
last like 10% has been kind of a nightmare, but we're figuring it out.
Been a little bit of a mess, but we want to go ahead and get the Sunny mocked up, and then I think we're gonna possibly leave it here with me for a little bit. Ruddy ran out of time to work on it because he was working on his truck most of the time, right?
Well, come on, we were kind of ambitious saying we were gonna build 2 cars or 2 trucks in 1 month.
Yeah.
You made it, honestly, over the phone, you're like, yeah, we'll be able to bang out the truck in like a few days. And I'm like, yeah, we can.
Well, like initially it was supposed to be pull it out and stick it over there, and then it
Yeah.
turned into a DCR pump, and then it was let's do
No, we
let's
always
do all
knew
the
we needed
seals, and then
something,
let's
yeah.
do all this, and let's do all the suspension stuff, and oh, let's wait for this, but oh, let's overnight that, and like it was just a little bit of a mess. But we want to get the front end of this thing kind of put back together and at least kind of get it mocked up. Obviously, we still need to paint the engine bay, but we want to see what it looks like. So let's go grab the parts and shove them on here.
Let's do it.
Ruddy, what do you think?
It looks so good. Honestly, the black was the move. 100,000% the move.
Yeah, and what do you think about the gray on the chin spoiler?
I like it. I think it's good.
I
Honestly, I like it that it goes gray, black, gray, black, gray.
Yeah.
Like, I think you made the right choice there for sure.
It would have just been kind of an awkward body line, and then it would have looked
Yeah.
like a snowplow.
Yeah, and it would have looked weird because that's gray. I agree.
It would've
I
did-
100%
yeah.
agree. I think you did good.
Yeah, the contrast of everything looks really, really good.
Putting this thing together, though, it's kind of a show car.
Yeah.
You know? Like, dude, this thing is just bolted up by 2 nuts.
So it's
dude.
a-
Obviously, it's not tight.
Fiberglass bumper, but obviously it needs some stuff. But yeah, this is more of like it's
This
a
is
show
a Sunday
car.
cruiser car.
Yeah.
This isn't let's go rip some back roads car.
No, it's not safe. Like you'd get
It's not safe.
you'd get in some trouble. Also, it's freaking storming out here.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about how good it looks with my camber?
Yeah, you know
Oh,
what?
I hate it.
You know what we need to do is we need to stick a wheel on there.
We really do. This is disgusting.
This is crazy.
That is like an embarrassment of the front end, you know?
But the paint's not 100% perfect. This is a little bit lighter, but this is also a little bit dirty. But again, we have enough paint to respray the whole truck, and that's kind of the plan in the future.
It's hard to like actually match panels, huh?
Yeah.
Because we did it right. We took the gas door off. We brought it to the paint store. They got us the correct code and everything. It's just, I guess things happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Wow.
this is PPG. This could have been another
Yeah.
thing. I mean, who knows? But
It looks fucking sick though. It definitely, like the front end. It's annoying because you really need the rears.
yeah,
Like now that the front looks like that, like you're like, you look at the rear, you're like, oh, what's going
yeah.
on
But
here?
these things, this is gonna take a lot of work. Like
It's a nightmare.
almost in order to do these, you almost have to do like a C notch,
You literally have to notch it for sure.
and then do tubs in the back. So like
it's
that's
not even gonna sit low enough because those sit like up here. So
Yeah.
you have to cut all of this,
well.
but it doesn't allow you to lower.
So look at the body line right here, okay, and then look at the body line right here. Same body line,
Oh, Oh,
look at how much
shit.
it goes up. It's crazy.
Oh, I didn't even notice
It's
that.
crazy how much you have to take it off.
That's stressful.
But we loosely assembled the front just to see what it is. And then I don't know exactly what happened, but somewhere along the way, I'm pretty sure, I'm 90% sure that I had the hood on here and we had it closed. And right now it's touching. So I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what happened, but it's definitely touching the valve cover. Whereas before, I felt like
it's a shame because you put a lot of work in this hood. I'm telling them just to fucking cut it. I mean, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, you know? Like, I'd hate for you to do this all over again. Like, I think you just cut it where you need to cut it and, like, just do it as smooth as possible, you know?
Man, paint and everything laid out. The paint laid out really flat though.
It laid out good.
Like, look at that. Like that.
Was this the test gun you were using?
No, this was my gun.
This is your personal gun?
I just got the other one for the metallics.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I mean the hood's super flat. Like
I love it, dude.
Everything looks really, really good with this whole thing.
I'm so happy we did black. You have no idea.
I'm glad we kind of loosely assembled it because now I feel like we both have a little bit more motivation to keep plugging away on it.
It's gonna be a fucking sick truck, you know? It's gonna be a beautiful truck.
Yeah, Ruddy's truck over here. This thing is pretty much almost ready to go. It's got some last, buttoning up, loose ends, all that stuff on it, and then we should, it should be all right to send back to Connecticut. I think you're planning on leaving within the next like 2 days.
Yep.
And I think the Sunny is gonna stay with me.
Because we have some more plans.
Maybe.
Hopefully Trev wants to do this, but I'm saying Outlanding, Moab, let's do it.
Oh, obviously Rudnick has his Land Cruiser. I have the Jeep, which I just listed for sale, but nobody's bought it yet. We have been talking about doing an overlanding trip.
At least a year. Like going back and forth. Like we've wanted to do this since Bailey was here.
Yeah.
Dude. I think we owe it to ourselves to just do it. Like camping out in the desert, all of it. Like we want to do it all by the book.
So that gives Rudnick a reason to come out here in like a month or so. Potentially
take it.
I don't know, pick it up. Is it done? Is it finished? Because this thing, it almost needs so much more. Because now the front looks so good. In the back,
it's like a disservice, right?
Like the back needs so much more.
Well, you think if we have to cut all of that out and stuff, it's just like we're already that far.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be loud?
I don't know. Probably.
Does titanium like quiet things down, or just make it sound different?
It makes it a little bit raspy, but it's gonna be the quick little update on this Sunny. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this painting video, and I think it looks super sick. I'm pretty stoked on the progress so far, but I'm like also kind of scared because it's a very slippery slope on looking at the front now and then looking at the rest and then wanting to redo it, but then wanting to redo it right with like the cutting of the arches and tubbing stuff, and like literally I'm talking almost a full C-notch on the unibody to get the axle to go up enough to get this thing low enough to where it makes sense.
I almost feel like that job is easier than the whole paint.
Maybe.
I guess I've never done it.
I don't know, that's a lot of fabrication, but appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and see you later.